Hey there. I'm Asher with Hydrogen Skyline.
I'm Norman, also with Hydrogen Skyline.
I'm the vocalist.
And I play keyboards. You were rocking it on Soundfire. Question 1, how did we get started in music?
We started as a band in 2011. We took a brief hiatus, but we've continued making music throughout this entire period, and we'll continue to do that. Personally, I started in choir very early on, 1st grade, joined band in percussion in 5th grade, and been singing ever since.
Question 2, who are your inspirations?
As a band, I'm pretty sure our biggest influences are 21 Pilots. Well, as of current influences, 21 Pilots, AWOL Nation, bit of Fall Out Boy. Any other thoughts?
Band-wise, not really.
Cool. So yeah, pretty basic. Question 3, how do you compose your music and where do you normally do it? We normally compose music right here. We're currently in our practice space right now. Our composition usually consists of our whole band sitting together and working out music. Vocals come after. However, I'm listening to the music as it's formed, giving feedback. If it's something that can be done, then great, but we feed off of each other for the most part.
Agreed. Question 4, are you doing music as a hobby or professionally?
We do music as a professional hobby. I'd say it's both for pleasure and business. We try to keep it balanced, so we're enjoying it, but we also take it very seriously.
Yep, pretty much would do it professionally if it made enough to make ends meet, but we try not to make it totally about the money, so we just really do it for the love of music, and whether it's professional or whether it's a hobby, we just let it come as it comes.
True.
What are struggles we have faced as musicians?
Our biggest struggles have been artistic differences between band members, learning how to get along with each other and write in ways that we're all happy with. I guess that'd be my biggest contribution, is figuring out how we can all sync together, be more of a family working together instead of just nitpicking about what we want and how we need to be heard. So taking a step up when needed, taking a step back when needed, and working out our conflicts.
Externally, our biggest struggles are usually, have been actually, they're not currently anymore, but as a band you deal with a lot of people taking advantage of musicians. It's hard to be a musician and have business sense sometimes, because it's either you have to focus a lot on your music and your creativity, or you have to focus a lot on how to market that and how to do all the things like site development and even just promoting yourself. And sometimes that's a real challenge, so sometimes you go out of your way to try to find people to help you out, and we've actually had quite a few people try to take advantage of us in that regard until we kind of had to wisen up to all of it. But that's a pretty big struggle, trying to balance creativity with the logic. How do you get your music out to the world?
We're really big fans of Bandcamp. We utilize Spotify, iTunes, all of those platforms. Essentially, music streaming is where it's at right now, so we try to be as into that market as possible. Local radio stations, we send them our music, ask them for attention. A lot of them are very generous and give us airtime, interviews. Other than that, it's really just marketing strategies.
Yeah. Other than that, just live. We give out CDs, sell CDs. Do it that way, kind of old-fashioned. Do we gig often? Yes and no. We have years where we gig a whole ton, and we go and have gone on small tours. Currently, we are getting out of a writing phase, which took all of 2015, so we're starting to gig again. So 2016, we might gig a whole ton, but we're just kind of breaking into it right now to see where that leads us as we release our next album. What are your future plans? Oh wait, sorry, question 8. Which was your most favorite gig and why?
My most favorite gig was also our most challenging gig. Norman and I put together a benefit show. We called it Regrow Colorado after some pretty serious fires impacted our state.
2013.
In 2013, we wanted to put on a very big benefit show to essentially replant trees in the burn zones. We hired Atlas Genius and Civil Twilight to come play out at a very wonderful venue. It was a lot of work and a lot of money, but the people that we met during that process, the time spent with these artists, the things we learned from these, the things we learned from these people and the relationships that grew it was worth it. And it was a lot of fun.
Very true. What are future plans?
Future plans, finish this album. Get it done and out to everybody. And play a lot.
Mm-hmm. We got a couple music videos we're working on. That'll mirror our new album. And then, yeah, we'll be gigging out a ton. So, that's pretty much it for now. But we'll see where that goes. Any advice to musicians on how to start? I would say how to start by finding people you really can be around a lot. As in people you can get in fights with, people you can cry with, people you can basically work things out with. And then focus on writing really great songs that you all love. Don't try to sound like who you think you should sound like. Don't try to push yourselves beyond a limit. Don't try to show off how great you are, because in the end, it's all about a song. And if you're in it for being a solo musician, or if you're in it just to prove that you can play like Maroon 5, nobody really is going to care about you. So identify yourself, have a brand, have a sound, and just really write great music that comes from your heart.
Yeah, that's well said. Just be true to yourself, have fun, and don't take yourself too seriously, because it will cause arguments, it'll cause artistic fights. It's not worth it. So, yeah.
Yep, and that's about it. Again, we are Hydrogen Skyline. I'm Norman.
I'm Asher.
And our social media info is facebook.com/Hydrogen Skyline. Also, hydrogenskyline.com is our official website. Feel free to come by, say hi, do whatever you need to do.
Follow us. All of our usernames are Hydrogen Skyline, Instagram, Twitter, at Hydrogen Skyline.
Absolutely. And that's basically it. This is our Soundfire.com interview. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Come talk to us.